Today we're comparing the Lenovo Tab M10 Plus 3rd generation versus the Nokia T20. Both are pretty good for what you're paying, but which one is better? Today we're going to compare as much as possible to try to find out. The Tab M10 Plus starts at $189 in the United States, goes up to $229, 3 gigabytes of RAM with 32 gigabytes of storage, or you can get 4 gigabytes of RAM with 64 or 128 gigabytes of storage. Price of the Nokia T20 is normally around $250, but I've seen it go on sale as low as $185, and that's with 4 gigabytes of RAM with 64 gigabytes of storage. So as you can see, pretty affordable tablets here. Now the screen sizes on these are very similar. 10.6 inch on the Tab M10 Plus, 10.4 inch on the Nokia T20, and they're both 2000 by 1200 resolution. Although when you put the tablets next to each other, the Lenovo tablet seems to be a little bit brighter and has a little bit better viewing angles. You can watch up to 2160p or upscaled 4K resolution on YouTube videos, full HD playback resolution on Netflix. For the Lenovo tablet, you're only going to get SD playback for Netflix on the Nokia T20, 1080p resolution for YouTube videos. I don't think you can go wrong with either one, but I've got to give the slight edge to Lenovo here on which one has the better screen. As far as battery life goes, the Tab M10 Plus lasted just over 7 hours in my battery drain test, where the Nokia tablet lasted over 8 hours. During that same test, keep in mind this is at 100% screen brightness, so you've got plenty of battery life to last you through the entire day with normal usage. Obviously more if you turn the screen brightness down. Both tablets have what I consider above average battery life compared to the other tablets I've tested, but if you want the tablet with better battery life, I would go with Nokia. As far as the software goes, Nokia T20 is currently on Android 11, but should be getting Android 12 later this year, while the Tab M10 Plus was just released with Android 12. There are going to be some similarities between the two, and both are pretty close to stock Android. You even get the Google Entertainment Space when swiping left of the home screen, but slight differences here and there. The Nokia tablet feels a little bit faster or snappier just moving around the software, because it's sort of like they took away all the animations, so it just feels like things load a little bit faster. You can also do split screen or even use a keyboard and mouse to be a little more productive on both tablets. And then Nokia advertises 2 years of software updates, 3 years security updates, where Lenovo doesn't really advertise how long you're going to get updates, at least that I've seen. Now from what I've seen online, the Tab M10 Plus is going to get Android 13 next year, but not really sure after that how many updates it's going to get. In my opinion, you can't go wrong with either as far as software goes, but it's going to come down to personal preference. So if you look just at the Geekbench scores, you're going to notice they're almost identical on both single and multi-core scores. You get a Unisoc 618T processor and the Nokia tablet MediaTek G80 processor and the Tab M10 Plus. But again, just moving around the software, Nokia feels a little bit faster when compared to Lenovo. And then gaming on these two tablets, they're not really going to compete against the more expensive tablets out there, but you're still going to get high frame rates, HD graphics on games like PUBG Mobile. In my opinion, I feel like they both do a decent job at gaming. They both are able to play games like Asphalt 9 fairly smooth. The one game that's going to be a little bit worse on these is Apex Legends Mobile. It still plays fairly decent, it's just the graphics don't look quite as good as on more expensive tablets. So good thing is you get speakers on each side of both tablets, but when comparing them right next to each other, it's pretty obvious that Lenovo has better sounding speakers. They're also quite a bit louder. You're also going to get a headphone jack on both tablets as well, so that's nice to see. Let me give you a quick audio test of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. So I'm sure a lot of you out there realize tablets aren't going to be the best for photo or video. Even the more expensive tablets are not going to be quite as good as on cell phones. You get an 8 megapixel rear facing, 5 megapixel front facing on the Nokia T20, and then you get an 8 megapixel front and rear facing on the Tab M10 Plus. Here's a few samples of photos and video just to give you an idea of what to expect. You could probably get by if you had to use these for Zoom meetings or other video conference calls, but they both sort of struggle with lower light situations, so you want to make sure you have plenty of light wherever you're going to use these. Again, you'll probably get better results from your cell phone, but I still like to show people what to expect from all the devices I'm testing. And hopefully this video gave you a little closer look at these two more affordable tablets. I'll be doing at least 1 or 2 more comparisons with the Tab M10 Plus, but I'm always taking suggestions for other video ideas when I see them in the comments. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.